Welcome to One Brooklyn, presented by Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams. On this edition of One Brooklyn, Brooklyn Borough President Adams joins with BCS, Brooklyn Community Services, to host a ribbon-cutting ceremony to celebrate the official opening of Brooklyn's first shower bus. The fully outfitted bus will travel the borough of Brooklyn to provide hot showers, toiletries, peer counseling, housing support, and educational resources to the city's homeless population. The Shower Bus project aims to address chronic homelessness and is made possible with the support of Borough President Adams, the Brooklyn delegation of the City Council, and the sponsorship of Con Edison and Unveiler. A press conference was held, as well as a ribbon cutting outside Brooklyn's Borough Hall.
Thank you so much for coming out on this beautiful November day to help Brooklyn Community Services and the Brooklyn Borough President's Office unveil the ribbon cutting of our Brooklyn's first shower bus. So with no delay, I would like to bring up Brooklyn Community Services Executive Director, Janelle Ferris.
Good afternoon, and welcome, and thank you for joining Brooklyn Community Services' official launch of its shower bus program. On this chilly fall day, this ribbon cutting is a celebration of humanity, a recognition that all people have value, including the over 60,000 people living in New York City shelters, including the people who let their minutes fly away in the wind, including the 3,000 people who live on the streets and struggle to get by, including the thousands more who are underhoused. All people have value. And as we continue to find solutions for the challenge of homelessness, to build affordable housing, to strengthen the infrastructure that moves people from the streets to shelter or to housing, today we bring opportunity to the streets. Take a moment. I ask you to just take a moment and think about this morning or last night when you took a shower. Perhaps you were sleepy, hungry, cold, or just busy with thoughts from your day. Whatever you were doing, I bet you that shower made you feel better. That simple action of self-care enables more possibility than we privileged few realize. It amplifies our sense of being worthy of our own hopes and dreams. The simple dignity of a shower. The shower bus will not only offer opportunity, we'll utilize the resources of BCS's multiple programs with access to medical and physical health programs, including HIV and opioid assessment. And with our nonprofit partners, we'll build relationships with the people who use this service and provide referrals so they can access shelter, clothing, housing services, and COVID testing. Brooklyn, BCS did not create the shower bus by ourselves. In 2018, Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams agreed to support us in this effort. He recognized the needs of his constituents and community and then committed $375,000 to this effort. He wanted his vision to be manifest in Brooklyn, and it's here. Without the dedication and the support of City Councilman Brad Lander, City Councilman Mark Traeger, the Brooklyn delegation of the City Council, Unilever, Con Edison, and Sea Change, we wouldn't be here. We also owe special thanks to some inspirational leaders. The young Miss Jada Warren, I wish she would raise her hand, and Serenity Dixon, who in 5th grade, under the leadership of their teacher, Ms. Van Patten at PS5, raise not only awareness for this program, but money and supplies so that the people who use this program have access to all that they need. Young ladies, you inspire us, and we thank you. We owe a deep well of gratitude and thanks to San Francisco's nonprofit, Lava May, who paved the way for this projects like this across the country. And we'd like to give a shout out to the fabricator of the bus, Dave Lipsky. It's a beautiful bus, you have to admit. To the boards of both Brooklyn Community Services and Turning Point Brooklyn, we thank you for this vision that led us to this day. And to the staff of this great new venture, led by our COO, Jody Korbach, and the projects director, Teresa Ramdan, who have worked so hard, along with the rest of BCS staff, to get us to this day. Thank you. You are here today with us to bring showers and support to the people who need them. In these strange days, unlike any in our memorable history, I am honored to be here with you to launch this hopeful program. This program says we care about humanity and that we are willing to invest in it for the shared vision that it is possible to create one Brooklyn where everyone has the opportunity to reach their full potential. Thank you all. Thank you for coming. Without further ado, I know it's a little chilly. I'd like to introduce Juliette Lewis from Con Edison, who helped to support this bus that means so much to so many. Thank you.
Nice job. Okay. Oh, good afternoon. Okay. It's so good to see all of you here. It's been difficult during this time where we're not able to come together, but we're glad to be here. So Borough President Adams and Janelle Ferris, my fellow board members, I know they're around, my friends, supporters, and the staff of Brooklyn Community Services. So Con Edison is pleased to make history with you on the launching of the Brooklyn first shower bus. There are probably a lot of people at Con Edison watching this streaming at this point. When Con Edison heard about this initiative, we immediately saw the need to help with a multi-year general operating grant. It will help to fill the gap between the government funding and private support. We are glad to support the mission of the shower bus, along with these other fine companies that you heard Janelle mention. Its goal is to empower and equip our homeless neighbors. We'll also provide needed social services and to help preserve the dignity of our fellow workers, fellow New Yorkers. The health crisis and the economic recession have made this time of hardship for too many New Yorkers. Unfortunately, our homeless population suffers disproportionately when difficulty hits. It's heartening to see the public and private sectors recognize the need and unite to help. Con Edison is proud to support this important and unique project, which will help New Yorkers in need to live healthier and more comfortably and with greater dignity. So we commend Brooklyn Community Services for taking this much needed service, and kudos to you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Janelle. Thank you so much, Juliette. At this moment, we'd love to call up the two students who were instrumental in getting Brooklyn's first shower bus and on the way. I'd like to call up Jada and Serenity from PS5. Give them a warm welcome, everyone. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. It was my vision that individuals who need, sorry. It was my vision that individuals who are in need would be able to have the basic need of showering. I didn't do it for the accolades. I did it for the people in need. Serenity and I began campaigning and organizing, connecting what we learned for the needs of our community. The shower bus started in San Francisco. I thought, why couldn't it happen in Brooklyn? I learned at PS5 how to be an activist for people in need. My feelings are hurt today. I recently found out the bus was here. I am overjoyed that Serenity and I have the opportunity to see it come alive, to help people in Brooklyn. I want to continue to work towards creating change for those that are unable to make change for themselves. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Serenity Dixon, partner of Jada Warren. I started this project in the 5th grade and I never knew that we would end up where we are. I am so happy that the bus is finally in Brooklyn. Though I wasn't aware at first, I'm glad to be here. I couldn't live with myself if I was the type of person who didn't want equal rights for everybody. Everybody deserves the basic right to a shower.
No, come here, ladies. Where you going? What do you say about these two young ladies who they simply ask a question, why? Why not? And, we often talk about what our young people are not doing, and we don't lift them up, and so much that they are doing. And we're going to find a nonprofit, but through our nonprofit, we're going to get you both $1,000 to just whatever else you want to do with it, because we are really, really impressed with this, because I think that it was touched on that we often don't know the power of a shower. How do you walk into a job if you weren't able to take care of your basic hygiene? How do you sit inside a school class? There are a number of students in CUNY who have come to see me and say they were too embarrassed to continue their school year because they were unable to take a shower. How often do we look down on people because of their hygiene issues, and we never do what these two young ladies have done? Say, how do I help? How do I ensure that you can have your basic needs? These two young ladies inspire me. In the midst of all of this uncertainty and COVID, the question marks that lingers over our city and country, will we be okay? These two young ladies took those question marks, they straightened it to an exclamation point and said, you're darn right we're going to be okay, because we got young people like this in our lives and in our city. And so I want to say thank you both on behalf of all Brooklynites. You are representative of what makes our borough great and our future that we're looking forward to. I think that there's a connection here. We need to inspire as we deal with the police reform we're calling for. How about giving our police officers, our community affairs officers, information and cards that they can hand out to homeless to tell them where the bus is located. And then when they get to the bus, have the people at the bus give them opportunities for food, employment, give them socks and t-shirts and undergarments. How about using every aspect of our city resources not to sit back and just say, what a shame, but to encourage our city and young people and elders to get in the game of helping people every day. Let's not be detached spectators on the sideline watching people in despair. Let's show that we are concerned. Let's show that we want to be part of the solution. And so I don't know about you, but I darn sure feel better today because I met these two young ladies and what they have done. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you, Jada. Thank you, Serenity. I'm about to call back up to the podium the Brooklyn Borough President, Eric Adams, for his official remarks. Thank you.
Thank you. So we know the thank yous, Brooklyn Community Service, Unilever, Con Edison, City Council, Brooklyn Delegation, particularly Mark Traeger, our two students, Turning Points. Great opportunity, and what this bus is going to do, they're going to go on the ground and provide real services, hot showers, toiletries, needed services, peer counseling, housing support, unemployment resources. So important. We shut down the train system. We threw homeless people off the system. And what did we think? That they were just going to go away? No. By doing services like this, we're saying that people matter. This is the accumulation of more than 2 years. It took too long. From the time of the dream and turning it into a reality, the city bureaucracy was in the way. We need to remove those barriers. Our $308,000 that we put into this bus, on the side of this bus, we should say donated by homeless, because every time they go into a store and buy something, they use their tax dollars. Their tax dollars went back to them with $380,000 in 2018 and $77,000 from the City Council Brooklyn delegation. It was that partnership that we were able to make this happen with the great organizations that are involved. September 2020, the Mayor's Management Report reported a 7% rise in street homelessness over the same period last year. 3,800 New Yorkers are living without permanent housing or in any shelter. Think about those numbers. Real people, real New Yorkers, and we need to do everything that's possible to give them the services you need. It is hard to get a job. It is hard to go to school. It is hard to interact. It is hard to live with dignity when you can't take care of your basic necessities. And that's what this shower bus is about. We need more buses in every borough, as many communities as possible, near locations where street homelessness is real. Many people are intimidated and afraid to go into the shelters. We need to meet them where they are and take them where they ought to be and not look down on them because of where they are. I know this too real. As a child growing up in South Jamaica, Queens, every day I used to go to school with a garbage bag full of clothing because we thought my mother was going to be thrown out and she did not want us to be embarrassed by not having a change of clothing. When I see someone homeless, I say, there by the grace of God goes I. We need to be dedicated and recommit ourselves, because the person we cross or pass, that is the person we're stopping to be a borough president, a state senator, a captain. If we lift them up, they will help lift this city up. Thank you to all our partners. We appreciate you. We appreciate our two young scholars for putting this idea in the universe. Thank you.
Thank you so much to everyone for joining us. We're preparing to officially cut the ribbon in just 2 minutes. And then after that, we'll invite members of the press to join us on the inside, 1 by 1, 2 by 2, to take pictures of the inside of the shower bus. Thank you so much.